Hello everybody, welcome to Total War Warhammer. Today we are starting a new campaign. This game has been released yesterday. There have been some minor issues with the multiplayer, but it seems that it has been solved and everything is working hopefully fine. I haven't checked it so far, but anyhow, it's not of our concern for our single player campaign. We have 5 factions over here: Empire, Dwarfs, Greenskins, Vampire Counts, and the Warriors of Chaos, which you could receive if you have pre-purchased the game or you buy it within the first week of release, then you get it for free. Otherwise you can purchase the package. I do not know the price of it though. We are going to play as the Empire, and I think that's going to be pretty fun. I like the steam tank, and I also like very much the Griffon Knights. So let's have a look at what we are going to do. We are going to... we have the option between 2 different lords. We could go for Balthasar Geld or for the Emperor Karl Franz. And I think I'm going to play with as the Emperor, and I'm going to set on a hard difficulty just to see if we can manage. We have various effects that we get because of our faction. We have an additional 5% of movement range on the campaign map, and we pay 10% less upkeep for the Reichsguard and the Greatsword units. Well, I will skip the tutorial. I don't think that I need it, since I played already a little bit. And yeah, let's see what our Emperor has to say.
The drums of war never cease, for the old world lies in great peril. A strong leader is needed to unite the Empire, the greatest of mankind's nations. As gods battle for the world's fate, I make my own humble contribution in the employ of the newly anointed Emperor. Even now, we make haste to the Emperor's ancestral capital, for the demented Rachnic Spiderclaw leads an attack on Altdorf's walls. My charge is Karl Franz, the true wielder of Gal Maraz. But as he fights to secure his status as Emperor, will his reign strengthen the nation, or lead it to ruin?
Well, that's going to be the big question. Are we going to be successful or not? And most of these loading screens I will cut out, because for some reason it takes pretty long with my PC to load it. But that should not be a problem, I think.
The Greenskin threat is extinguished, sire. Yet the fight to secure your rule has only just begun. The Empire is beset by civil war once more. Secessionists hostile to your election as Emperor are trying to form a breakaway province to the south. Advance, crush them, and bring the lands back to your sovereign rule. To the north, Boris Todbringer of Middenheim, a bitter rival in the recent election, is openly hostile. A clash with Todbringer and the wolves of Middenland may well be unavoidable if you wish to unify the Empire. Plan for this eventuality. The Empire has ever been besieged by foes, but you are a prince of Altdorf. Greatness runs in your very blood. Make the Heldenhammer proud.
Well, I turned the advisor for most of the parts off. I put it on a minimum with his comments because, well, it's annoying after some time. And we get our first mission. The battle he was fighting about, he was talking about, was actually the tutorial fight, so that's why we didn't see it. And we get the first things. We have to defeat the army belonging to the Emperor Secessionists. We get a 1000 gold for that. And here we are on the campaign map. This is actually the army that they want to defeat, and I will do that in a bit. First thing to say though is that I'm going to auto-resolve a lot of battles. Especially if they are largely in my favor. I don't think it's worth then fighting them. But yeah, we'll see how that works. For sure the most important ones I will fight myself. Hopefully successful. And here we are, out of our main capital, and we have to get Helmgard, Eilhart and Grunburg in order to have the whole province for us, which we are going to work on in a bit. Let's see, I'm going to upgrade this the right way because I like to get the next tier units as soon as possible. What else do we have? We have the tech tree, we need to find something over here. At the moment though, that's how that works. We have to build a building first in order to get the tech running. Okay, got it. What else do we have different over here? This one. The offices you do not have with the other ones. Obviously our lords are not available at the moment because we don't have anyone else. But these things are giving us various boni. So you will want to have a look at that as well. They need to have a certain rank in order to get into a specific position, as you can see. But that's also a little bit for later. Now though,
I am Prince and Emperor.
Our Prince and Emperor, Karl Franz, will go and charge into these guys over here.
Men, I will fight with you.
And this battle I will fight right away by myself. Even though we would probably also win with the auto-deploy. But taking this guy out and killing him would be very beneficial to us. So let's see and go into the fighting. So let's have a look at what we got. We got Emperor Franz, of course, by himself. Let's do it like that so we have a nice view on the units. Here's our Emperor. A little bit outstanding with a glowing two-handed hammer. Then we have the Musketeers. I like them. Halberdiers. Crossbowmen. Sword and shield units. Spearmen. And the most important for us is hiding a little bit over here. Our Reichsguards. Very, very strong units. So, let's have a look. It's going to be against the AI, so it's not going to be very difficult. They are coming down the hill. I don't like it that much, so I'm going to take position over here on the left. So it's going to even out a little. And just drop these guys in, put them in one group. Actually, I want these in a different group. And yeah, let's start this. Cavalry I will bring on the side right away. So they can charge into the flank of our enemies. And these guys I will move forwards over here. Yes, I know they do. Enemies approaching, let's have a look at them as well. Regular guy over here, Helmut Ludenhof, a sword infantry guy. The enemy's leader. Crossbows, spearmen, sword and shield, 2 times. And another spear. It seems like they're going to wait for us. Well, so as soon as we're here in position, we are going to proceed forwards. Our cavalry will flank still on from here. Worst case with their flanking is that they have to reposition themselves the whole time. Which for me is fine as well. It gives a little bit of, well, movement in there, and it puts a little bit more pressure on the side there. As you can see, this spear unit here is already adjusting. That's the range of our guys. Still quite some to go. As soon as our cavalry is in position, and I actually think that they are losing line of sight soon to us. That's actually really nice because they have already... These guys are not in any danger for these units anymore, so we get an advantage there as well. Most important for me though is to kill him. He needs to go down, not only run away, but he needs to be dead. Well, proceed with your march. Actually, we are going to run at them now. Even Karl Franz, this is for the first time Karl Franz is going to move in there. He can do a great job. His damage output is pretty nice. I see they lost line of sight, they don't know where exactly I am. So, this first part starts the shooting round. So far we don't have any special abilities. Abilities of your hero unit are showing up over here on the right side. Would be any kind of magic that he might have or not have. So now they are opening their flank to me and we can charge in. And our ranged units will support over here so we can flank in afterwards. Now, with this charge we are going to take a look at. They will not be able to bring any spear units to defense. And you can see Karl Franz making here quite some impression. There we go. There we go. And basically smash everybody to the ground. And back again. Well, I basically expected that. Don't like it. Over here, we should win on that flank. Franz will now start engaging this guy. The enemies are dealing a lot more damage to us than we to them. How is that? There we go. These guys are back. Now we are breaking them bit by bit. Let's support with our ranged units here on the right. And the enemies are coming back. I need to take care of them as well in a bit. But yeah, their lord is breaking, so everybody, or everything, is falling to pieces for them now. And as I said, I will continue the fight until he is dead. With these guys I will charge down more enemies. Come and get him. Just killing as much as possible. shoot them to the ground. Why I'm doing that is because I've experienced in my prior campaign that when I'm not killing these guys off in the first round, they are building up a huge army right afterwards again. And that bit me quite in the backside. But yeah, let's speed up a little. This is going to be the last charge that we're doing. And fine. So, won that one. Close victory. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, we won. That's the most important part of it. Over here it's very nice that you can see which unit did most damage. Well, not really most damage, but killed most enemies. It's not very... well, it does not say that much. Let's put it that way, because if you have a unit attacking an ogre or a giant, they of course kill only one unit, but another unit might just run into goblins, which they're going to slaughter like hundreds of them. And it does not really reflect over here. But yeah. And it's a nice indicator, let's say it that way. And you can see our right scars. Oh, that the enemies were pretty even. They did a lot of work here. So here we go, we had the victory. You can see various things now popping up. How much loot we gained from that we get experience with our card fronts. And it's just going to add up there. We also regained the rank. Perfect. And now we can choose. We can do 3 things here with our enemies that we captured. We can give them away. Oh well, we can pardon the captives. Then we get a little bit of gold, but we get less casualty replenishment. We could execute them for our leadership to increase, or we could take on the captives and replenish our units a little bit stronger with that. For now, I want the leadership.
On march.
Unfortunately, this guy is still alive. I don't like that, but we completed our mission and get 1,000 gold for that. Well, he's dead, the army is still alive.
It is important to act quickly if you have any intention of securing lasting authority over the Empire.
Well, we should capture Grunburg now.
That open dissent cannot be tolerated.
Well, we will take care of that in a bit. These guys pretty injured. Just regular units inside there. I'm going to move a little bit back into our field so we get the replenishment, and also we can hire a few more units.
Yes,
and I want swordmen.
unite the provinces.
So we are building. We are... well, we still have a rank. A level up. We could mount up, but first I want more movement range on our campaign map. Afterwards, I probably mount up. Nope. First round should be completed. I don't think there's anything else. Well, we can look into diplomacy.
Relations with foreign
We
powers
should make friends. We have to make friends. Let's start with these guys.
Approach and make your offer.
Well,
But I make no promise.
we are already friends with them. I would like to have more
Approach his
agreements though.
friend and make
Non-aggression
your offer.
pact, that's going to work. Let's go for military access right away as well. That was to be expected. Mel's Marienburg, I would like them to be on our side.
An agreement will be reached.
No. The dwarfs over here. It said that... where's the guy that hates us? It was in the north, I thought. Well, unlikely that we make a friend with him then. But with some dwarfs would be nice. No? We need to get a little bit stronger first.
Manlings come. They only do when...
Okay, then we have to wait a little bit for that. Anyhow, first round successful, let's see what the enemies are doing. Plenty of enemies are there. Orcs are on our west. It's nothing that I like that much.
Altdorf is home to the greatest minds in all the Empire. Put them to work on improving your methods of warfare.
Well, there we go. Construct buildings. All of them. Yeah, we'll look into that. There's a tech tree. Therefore, as said though, we need first the buildings. Well, we're working on that. And in order to get more slots, we need to get growth. Growth is pretty important for us as well. We'll take 3 for the next round, and then we can upgrade at some point to the next tier here, and we will be fine at some point, getting everything we want. Now, I want Grumborg to be mine.
Attack! Men, I will fight with you.
And that's going to be auto-resolved. Taking the enemies out completely. Getting a little bit of loot, and we are going to occupy, because I want this
The Empire.
settlement, or this province, to be completely under my control. Sword of Strife, +4 attack, very nice. 1000 gold, also pretty nice. And we need to sack 2 in order to achieve the next objective.
Now,
Leveling up?
Or
not.
help to the secessionists in an effort to destabilize the Empire, intercept their reinforcements,
And here we have the quest battles, which are unlocking various things for us that are specific to the one hero unit that you're running, or the one lord. And we need to get over here in order to fight that battle. Now, let's look in here. And these 3 things I could unlock through these quest battles. And as I said, I'm going to mount up. I like being on a horse. So, let's see, Grunburg. Nothing we can build right now, because it's very slow anyhow, very low.
summon the Elector.
But for sure we can get new units. More swords, and one more spare. This one is ready next turn, so at that point we can start recruiting new units, or new types of units, I hope. And that again was it for this round. I'm very curious. I should have looked into diplomacy if they maybe want to start stuff with us now. Well, completed because we built the rally field. 2000 gold, I like that. And I'm going to upgrade that one right away here. So let's see what we can get now. We can get crossbowmen and spearmen with shields. I think I'm going to take these right away in. Well, right away means after I moved. One of the things I always forgot is that I can only move if I don't recruit. So, first moving, then recruiting. And Helmgard and Eilhard should be our targets. Now, and I think I would like to have more ranged units. These guys I will get rid of at some point. I was hoping they were the same, I could merge them. But yeah, it was not the case. Technology, what do we want? Unit experience, leadership, or speed? Let's go with the leadership so we are not breaking that quickly. Can't build anything else. The first rounds always go pretty fast until you start fighting. A little bit concerned why there are the skull smashers around there. And again, I didn't look into diplomacy. Let's do that right now. Marienberg, how does it look? Do you want to become friends?
My countrymen. Do you come?
No, you don't. How about the dwarfs? Probably still a little bit too early. Lieutenant, how are you doing?
But my time is short.
Trade agreement, very nice. Getting a little bit of money out of that. And maybe military access? No, too early? Okay.
It is good to see, fellow.
For sure here as well, trade agreements. Oh, they give me money for defensive alliance. I'm fine with that. They are basically protecting our border now from over here. The skull takers I need to take care of though. Well, that should be sufficient for now. I don't think that I can make more trade agreements over here. What's with Bretonia?
The Empire only crossed the Grey Mount.
Ah, nice. So we go for Helmgard.
Fights for our nation. Into battle.
That's obviously auto-resolve. Easy choice. And another occupation.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Level up. We could increase also our warhorse into a barded warhorse. I don't know if that has any kind of change though on the impact that we have with it. For now, I rather have, well, I'm thinking about inspiring presence or increasing our damage output by our lord. The inspiring presence would give us leadership. That is big, because our guys should not run away, especially when we're going against dwarfs at some point, which might happen. We need to stand very strong. So these guys are mean. Dwarfs are standing for a long time. It's very, very hard to break them. And one more unit. Let's take a third crossbow. And we might want to look already into getting a new lord. Public order minus, I don't like that. That's actually not bad. That would be nice for somebody whom we are going to attack the enemies with. But I think I'm going to take the charismatic one. As small defense, as well as him boosting the order a little bit. At least I hope that's going to happen.
The Empire.
Well, he can wait a little bit, that's fine.
My lord, a rival power desires a change.
Trade agreement, I'm fine with that. So, Karlberg just got sacked by these orcs. And this one is just passing by. Yeah, I'm fine with him passing by. I want to have peace with the dwarfs, though. So, Helmgard, we could upgrade here as well. I think I'm going to save for this one right now. Second barracks we can demolish, we don't need them. So we can maybe put something more useful in there, like something that brings us money. So, and now for Eilhart, so we have the whole province for us.
Raise your weapons.
Also should not be any kind of problem. So we now can do a commandment in this province, which gives us various boni again. And for now we need growth, I think. So we are growing.
Ready.
Leveling up. Hold the line. Charge resistance, 8 leadership. That's actually useful, I think. Melee defense, more ammunition, charge boni. Let's hold the line. Our friend here is getting more units. He has the
It is time.
garrison behind him anyhow, so he's not endangered at all. But yeah, having it is a nice thing, having some units with him anyhow. So, now our position should be quite stronger since we have the whole province to us. Maybe they're more willing to... Well, I don't... Why should I pay you gold to go into war with me? That's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, because we have the whole province, we grow stronger.
Only do when they want something.
I think this guy will go to peace. Yeah, with us here. I might want to consider to take these guys out as well. No, I don't want to become... No, with orcs, no peace. I should consider getting in here and knocking someone out. I don't like it that there are orcs
Be gone.
right next to us. But I think they're going to be taken out by the dwarfs now anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Anything to build? Nope, we checked on that one already, so everything's fine for now. I think. We can put him into the treasurer, which is more money. I like that. Also, he could go into here, into the castellan engineer. It costs your eatery will cost less for that, but we don't have any, so it doesn't matter to us at the moment, so it's an easy choice.